Well, that can mean only one thing. Round 1 this weekend, Snetterton. Currently the weather's quite nice, a little bit breezy, quite overcast as well. Doing it my own this weekend, already missing my wife and Layla, to be honest. So I got down here yesterday, it's 20 to 9 now, and then we're going out for the first session of the test day. I've got some helpers coming down for sort of 12 o'clock-ish, so that should make things a bit easier for me. It's quite difficult to be making changes and focus on your riding and doing all the things that you need to do, especially, there you go, dude nearly fell off his bike there. Yeah, so looking forward to it. Obviously I did get out in Spain. If you're new to the channel, then make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well, I was rushing around earlier trying to get ready. It's usually my group's the first group on track, and you can already see where this is going, but I thought I'll just quickly check, make sure I am. 4th group out, so no dramas, no rushing, which is good. So may as well go and watch a couple of bikes into the hairpin. I mean, I can obviously tell the track's dry. I've got a bit of time on my hands, which I'm pleased with. Right, and you can actually hear the tannoy, so that's also good. Let's see if we can see anyone going really fast. Oh, here we go. So, done one session, that was about half an hour ago now. Felt really good. It was nice to be at Snetterton at the beginning of the year and actually have warm weather. Normally it's like pissing down, or there's snow, or there's ice, or something terrible. What is that? That is the sunshine. So instantly just, you know, had my thermometer on the tarmac. It's about 15 degrees at the time. It's probably higher now, probably close to 20, so you know there's plenty of grip there, so you can just go out and ride the bike without worrying about the track conditions, which was nice. I also got there before anybody else. They checked my band and away I went, so I had a clear track. The only person who overtook me was Tom Ward. He was going fast, so I'll have to see if I can find him later and yeah, pick his brain a little bit. It went really well. I did 8 laps, best lap time 1 minute 58.9, which is probably only a second and a half off what I actually managed last year. You know, and I haven't been here since I was here last year, so off to a good start. I'm not going to make any changes with the bike. You know, that was kind of the first session on the brakes way too early, not using all the track. It is a little bit windy, but so far so good. So yeah, like and subscribe. Well, apologies for not updating the vlog sooner. I've had a pretty rubbish day. I haven't crashed the bike, so no need to worry about that. However, I've only done about 12 laps today, so that first session went really well. Next session, a bit rubbish because someone had a crash and then the bike was on fire. So only did like a handful of laps in that one. Then the next session, I had bike troubles. That was at 12 o'clock today. It's now 8:30 and just managed to solve the bike troubles, which I'm pleased with. Plus taking 8.5 hours, and it means that I've lost the test day. I haven't scrutinised the bike or my kit. I haven't got no new tyres on, but my bike works. So I was getting an error on the dash, 103, which was an F-CAN communication failure. People suggested lots of different things, so Dave was nice enough to lend me a wheel speed sensor, so I tried that in the front, didn't fix it, tried it in the back, didn't fix it, so it wasn't a wheel speed sensor. Jordan lent me a dash, tried that didn't fix it either, so tried checking all the loom. The bikes looked like this most of the day. Nothing obvious, so then with it being F-CAN, got the wiring diagram, let me zoom out. It's pretty sizable. Worst part about it is there's no colours, so trying to read where one H can wire goes through here when they're all the same colour. It was pretty difficult. Nonetheless, we bailed all the can wires out, no problems, and I was all but about to give up, to be honest. And then, just by, I don't know, decided to check the other two wires on the IMU, so green, earth, blue, 12 volt ignition live, which is here. And as you can see, I've repaired it because it's now got a bit of heat shrink around it. It was broken about where my fingernail is. So the wire wasn't broken on the outside, but on the inside it had gone. And I figured, well, we found that by checking the blue wire. It should go to the BCU, one to the dash, and one to the fuse box. And fuse box, BCU and dash, they all work together. There was no connection to this, so ultimately the IMU's been getting no 12 volt live, which is why it failed. So it's now fixed, which is good. It just means I'm going into qualifying tomorrow morning with, you know, not the best practice. Nonetheless, it's fixed and it costs nothing to fix. Just highly frustrating. So I mean, I'm gonna say that is definitely poor quality wire used on the bike. But what do you want for this amount of money? Anyway, it's fixed. So early start in the morning, get some new tyres, get scrutineered, all that shit. Got to do that tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully it gets better from here. One thing I forget to say on the vlogs is that it's nice when people who are subscribers and watchers of the vlogs say hello. I just met a guy there called Max who's watched me since discovering a video from Cadwell Park, and he really enjoys the channel. So it's always good to know that there's, you know, you guys are out there watching these videos. So yeah, I just thought I'd put that in there. It's now Saturday morning. I've been signed on. Richie is going to get new tyres put on. Luke is taking the bike through scrutineering. So obviously I'll have to go down with my kit on in a minute. I'm feeling better. Still a lot of coughing and stuff, but that's really the only thing. So should be alright. Qualifying's at 10 o'clock, but it didn't rain too much overnight. There's a few little drops in places, but by the time we get out there it should be dry. So new tyres in. Just gonna have to take my brain out, I think, and try and go fast with very little practice. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. Well, I coughed all the way around that qualifying session. Maybe my voice is a little bit I don't know. feels like when you drank water and it's gone down the wrong hole. That's kind of the yeah, coughed all the way around that qualifying session. Obviously didn't get many laps in yesterday, probably 12 or something, before I had a fault with the bike, which is now fixed, thankfully. So the time I did was a 54.9, which is over 2 seconds quicker than I've ever been. In my first session yesterday, I did a 58.8 on like lap 4 or something. So the time was really good. Unfortunately, it was only good enough for 9th. But I'm not kind of worried because I felt so scrappy out there, you know, not having ridden much yesterday and then suddenly going a lot quicker than I've ever been. Everything's, you know, happening at a different pace than it normally does. So I'll watch my onboard now. I'll show you my fastest lap. for the race, starting from 9th, so 3rd row I think on the inside. Not sure there's a worse place to start. Well, 5th row on the inside, I guess. So it could have been a lot worse. Didn't think I was going to do a 54.9 in qualifying this morning, so yeah, relative. In fact, I am pleased with that. Just everyone seems really fast, so which is good. Good championship. Anyway, I'll catch up with you a bit. As you're just saying, it doesn't rain. It pours at Exersci Honda. Not what I needed was to be taken out in the first race. Bike rolled over, so you know, although it wasn't a high-speed crash, still, you know, fairings for the bin, screen for the bin, clip on, brake lever adjuster, bloody lever guard, engine protection, bullet sliders, and also my helmet. So what you're looking at there, realistically it's probably about £3,000 worth of damage. It's lap 1 of this season. Unreal. So looks like I'm starting from the back tomorrow. Do I sound salty? Yes, that's because I'm being salty. I am not happy at all. What can you do, eh? Well, I'm a little bit happier. One of my people or supporters from YouTube and his family came over, and the little girl Ava drew me something. That's actually put a smile on my face, so yeah, nice. Thank you very much, Ava. Well, it's now Sunday morning, 11:15 or something. I'm out in about half an hour. Well, the Pirelli Superseries 600 class have just been, they're basically loading the grid now, so I'm the next race out. The conditions aren't amazing. I mean, it's not wet, but there is like moisture in the air, and you see the odd bits of drizzle and stuff. Nonetheless, it's going to be slick tyres, so I'll be using the tyres which I used for qualifying and the half a lap of race 1 that I did yesterday. The rider, I'm not going to put the name on here, but they did come up and apologise to me yesterday, which meant a lot. You know, mistakes happen at the end of the day, and unfortunately it's just me that's paid the price. Well, like I say, he apologised to me. What more can you do? So today's a different day, starting at the back, 30th on the grid I think, so we'll just have to see what we can do in the race, eh? So should be plenty of overtakes on this onboard, so I'll see you on the track. I apologise that my hair's terrible this weekend, been poorly and that, so I didn't get a chance to go get my hair cut. Anyway, that was a better race. I started 30th. Unfortunately, it got red flagged after 2 laps. I think I got up into about 10th or 11th in the first one. Made a really good jump off the line, but then on the second race, it was reduced to 6 laps, which obviously wasn't going to suit me starting from the back. Anyway, I managed to make up somehow even more places on the first lap, 19 places I'm told, so there's going to be plenty of overtakes on the onboard footage. And I managed to come through for 8th place maybe, or 9th place. Just missed out on getting Fricker across the line another lap or a couple corners, and I would have been 1 place higher. Nonetheless, decent result. I did a 1 minute 54.7 on the tyres from yesterday, and you know, I still haven't done many laps around here because of how Friday went and then not doing a lap in the race yesterday, so I'm still probably like 25 laps or something. It's 27 laps since I was here last year. Anyway, got some new tyres going in now. I didn't use new tyres for that race, obviously, because they'd only done quali and half a lap before I was on my arse. So new tyres, starting 8th I think on the grid, so I'm hoping I'll just be able to get dragged along with the quicker guys who are like doing 52s, 53s. My ideal was a 54 flat in that race, so I'm not a million miles away, and like I say, I know I can go faster if I just had a little bit more time on the bike and more laps, but I'm hoping being around the faster riders, they'll just, you know, drag me to the pace that I know I can do. But yeah, all things considered, starting from the back to 8th or 9th or wherever I finished, I was pleased. So 1 race to go, fingers crossed it's a good one. Hi Wilfred. Well, I just plugged into the bike for the last time this weekend. I know that on new tyres the bike wheelies less, so I've given myself some wheelie modes with less intervention, which, you know, should find a little bit of time through that. Sun is shining, so I'm really looking forward to this race. Fingers crossed it's a good one. concludes the Snetterton weekend. I finished that race 5th place. Best lap time 153.6 I think, or 153.7, something like that, so not quite a 52 that I was hoping for. Looking back now, there's already things I know that I could have done better. But you know, felt sound like a broken record. The lack of laps I've had for various reasons this weekend, never did I ever think I would do a 53, not this year anyway, at this track. My PB coming here was a 57.2 on the, well actually I did a 57 flat on the R6. I did 57.2 last year, but we only had one dry race on the Exersci, so to do a 53.7 or something on the Honda, it's a big improvement. I didn't have the pace of the, you know, the guys in front of me, but they've had a lot more laps than me this weekend, so that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. I know I didn't actually do that much footage because of all the shit stuff that's happened, but I hope you enjoyed it all the same. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like the videos. It'd do me a big favour. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.